Well, we've had the privilege of looking at more than 600 projects for the 2018 version of the International VELUX Award, and it's been great. We've had a lot of really good discussions across the jury, discussing all the ideas and sort of contemplating on how each idea could address the criteria that were set up for the competition. So it's really been fantastic and really challenging.
I don't remember I've ever seen so many works in a day.
We are completely tired after that 2 days, and it was really exhausting in a way, but we really gave attention to every work. So we know that people were, doing this project for months, so we gave that attention to everybody.
It's interesting to see how different the projects are, and difference in terms of interest and their approach, and of course also the quality. I saw some very good ones and some so-so.
We saw really fantastic projects, very challenging, very innovative in some points, and actually, you'll see the results, and we are pretty satisfied with everything. Yeah.
I went first when we were choosing which project to announce, and that one resonated with me the most. And I think it moved everyone in the jury quite a lot. The poetics of remembering with a touching connection to the soul of the person that's been deceased. What they did is they took daylight and they teach the people to understand light, where it is at all times, so that they know when to go to the grave site, which is on the wall. And so as the sun changes all year round, it's a different time every day. And it's dramatically different between December and June. And it uses light as a way of announcing the person who you're going there to celebrate. So the winner in the Asia and Oceania area for daylight in buildings is My Dead Relative in Light.
The project talks about how to use the ancient chimneys for the houses in Portugal, in one zone in Portugal, that they are houses with their lack of light. So the chimneys for ventilation has been closed in the past, so they remove this closure, may I say, in order to get these chimneys as a light well. So the winner for the Western Europe in the category of buildings is Reaching the Light.
I have the pleasure of motivating the award for the category of daylight in buildings, and it's the regional award for Africa. And the project is called Light and Pavilion, and the idea is actually focusing on some people who are in desperate conditions, people who are displaced in Africa and who live in refugee camps. It's an idea that focuses on creating a pavilion made of a bamboo roof. And it's not just a simple bamboo roof. The core idea is that it's a fluorescent painted roof, which during the day charges and is colorful, but above all it charges, so at night it lights up. So in that way it serves a dual function.
It's challenging, questioning, and actually at some point answering awareness actually of one phenomenon, which is desertification. This project tries to investigate this with a really simple solution, which is actually try to regenerate the soil with a special mesh or net. This mesh is collecting moist from fog, from dew, from rain, and helium balloons. Create a shadow place, and of course in the morning when this moist is collected in the mesh by wind and everything, it just disperses around. So we like it as a really good investigation because it was investigated very thoroughly in the project. Yeah. Winner of the International VELUX Award 2018 in region West Europe in category Daylight Investigation is Cover to Reveal.
After a long debate, perhaps the most intense debate among all the groups, I'd like to congratulate the winner of Daylighting in Building of Eastern Europe and the Mid-East region is Light Form Juggler. It's more, I would say, is more a manifesto than any design. Do we need the building to be the way they are today? And can we bring more daylights through a vocabulary of openings? I hope that gave inspirations to other students to be ambitious, to be a little rebellious, to bring questions forward. And even though you don't have the solution, but to question is more important. You don't need the solution yet. The other one is quite different. It's a very large scale of kind of the Arctic circles of life. The student is very courageous to take on almost a fantasy that brings life from the space through many layers of devices and then cast light over the cloud over the city. It's a fantastic idea. So I'd like to congratulate the winner of the Daylight Investigation category of the Eastern Europe and the Mid-East region. Is the cloud of the polar light.
It's a very specific project. The site is in Australia, which is kind of old mining opal. And because of the harsh summer or heat and very low humidity, very famous low humidity, people for decades are actually building homes in the ground. Actually, they call it dugouts. So this project actually is very simple. It's a funnel skylight, which is actually a device which, you know, it's outside on the ground, but actually as a cone goes into the ground. And it's during the night, the acrylic cover it's opening, and you know this moist and humidity, you know, that's collected on the top of it. And then it's closed when sun goes up, and then of course provide the light. It was really good presented. So the winner of International VELUX Award 2018 in the region America category Daylight in Building is light liquefaction.
The award-winning project in the category Daylight Investigations in the region of Asia is called Road to Light. The project actually derives from a very fundamental need. In rural China, there is a need for safe passage between rural communities. So the idea is to build up pathways which essentially are built up of fluorescent stones that light in the dark. And the core notion here is that the stones are charged during the day so that at night they provide a dimmed light that can provide this safe passage.
For the Americas area and for the category of investigation, we have chosen daylight to water because the key question of this proposal is to use daylight not only by itself, but in relation to humidity. That shows the intention for investigate a way to provide a system that allows to convert dry zones in fertile land, which is a good direction for the world, for its climate and for feeding the increasing population. So again, congratulations for the winner.
Well, I think it's so important to have this, and I really congratulate VELUX about efforts. We were doing it for years, and I think it's you can see it's important. Schools are recognizing, best schools in the world actually is recognizing this. You also divided the award in the 5 continents or categories, which are also interesting because opportunities are given to the students for their developing.
This is also a training for daily life architecture, because architects has to do many competitions for their work. What I missed in this competition, maybe it's to be more focused on the quality of the spaces. Sometimes there are too many things, and it's good when you choose one and to explain it well.
Make a nice presentation. The presentation is very important in the competition, right? The jury don't have lots of time to really understand what you're trying to say if you don't say it clearly. I would definitely recommend simple, strong graphics plus short, simple, summarized concepts. That's very, very important.
I think with this award we are trying to do a lot of things, actually. I think we're trying to set daylight on the agenda across the globe, throughout a lot of communities, architect communities, students, and create and sustain a conversation which is about the importance of daylight. And then of course also to actually reach out and get some great ideas, touch into people's creativity, hear what they have to offer when they're given a challenge, which is what this competition is actually about.